G'day everyone, I just thought I'd give you an update on the Great ILUKA T-Shirt robbery for those interested. Now, I understand there's a lot of people who don't like all this fucking shit. Just move on. I'll do more Gary the Goat videos, funny shit, in other videos. And I just want to make this point as well to anyone who goes, oh, well, fuck this shit, I'm not going to unsubscribe. Just fucking do it, because the threat you're making is that, oh, if I unsubscribe, you're not going to get as much money from advertisers and influencers. I get fuck all. I don't get anything from them. I get $5 a day from YouTube. So this page is not fucking being sponsored by you just fucking watching it. And the other thing is, ideally, I would just love to make Gary videos, right? Just fucking I'd get Kevin the cunt, I'd fucking Barbara, I'd get my family, I'd fucking, it'd take a lot of money, but I'd then just concentrate on what I'm good at, just fucking using all the animals and people around me and just giving you guys videos as fucking much as I could. I can do it every day, but I fucking wear myself out. So what I've been doing to earn money is going back and doing gigs and selling fucking merch, which is my I fucked a goat shirt and I am the goat. I'm not even selling it because I'm just saving up to get enough t-shirts. So I've got 2 t-shirts at a gig, just which I'll talk about. And as you know, a couple got flogged at ILUKA on camera, and Renee has just fucking denied it, and she was pissed. But when she sobered up on Monday or Sunday, she's basically, instead of going, oh, fuck, I've had a shocker. Oh, I can see the video footage. I've been caught red-handed. Fuck. Sorry. And I'll get the shirts back. I clearly gave it to my mate Sam. Nah, what she's done is something quite fucking, I don't know what the word to describe it is. Serious, fucking dumb, typical. Typical is probably the saddest way to describe it, because it is. She's been caught doing a crime, stealing, red-handed, and instead of just fucking admitting it, she's gone into victim mode and just gone, oh, all these people on the internet are fucking, the deal, right? So you saw that video where Mark from the ILUKA has just been upset because Renee has basically got the ILUKA cops, the Grafton cops turned up, fair trading, licensing police, and she's rung the terrorism hotline, right? So there's a fair bit of fucking heat coming down from all these regulatory bodies. These regulatory bodies which are fucking just used by people to dob in people they don't like. So in Renee's case, I don't like the fact that you've made me out to be proven that I'm a thief on the internet. I'm a fucking victim, and so a lot of her friends at the beginning were writing in going, oh, well, she wouldn't do it, and then they've realised she did it, and then they've swapped over to fucking, oh, well, fucking, the fucking, what she's getting bullied online is worse than the fucking crime. So they've gone into this victim thing, right? You've even got one friend, I've forgotten the fucking name, I think it was the last one defending her, going, oh, well, my husband stole a schooner glass once, and, this is just a bit like that. No, it's not like this at all, darling. It's totally different, because you're admitting that your husband stole a schooner glass. Renee is just fucking not admitting what she's done. So it's gone from stealing and then lying about it, red face. That's worse, right? And then it's like, I'm going to use all these regulatory bodies to come down on Jimbo. So I fucked off out of town. I just wanted to let the dust settle and just see what the fuck happened. And now this is the update. Spoke to Mark, and he hasn't lost his job. So, I can understand he was a bit panicked, but it was all smoke and air, right? He did nothing illegal by showing me the tape. And I've done nothing wrong by putting this on the internet. And I've spoken to the cops, Grafton cops, and they basically said, you haven't done anything wrong, and that's kind of it, right? So all this stuff that Renee's tried to do to fucking get the heat on me legally hasn't worked, right? Meanwhile, the people in the town, and I fucking know a lot of people in ILUKA. ILUKA, by the way, is a great town. Renee and Sam do not fucking represent ILUKA. It's fucking great. I had time with Boots there, took me on a boat, fucking stayed at the caravan park. How good is Misha, the guy I fucking gave the lift back to, and fucking a whole lot of other people, right? So it's a good town, man. So, the word from the town is that Renee is just waiting for this to die down, just waiting for it to blow down now. She's normally quite loud and everything, and she's going around town, just a bit fucking quieter these days, surrounded by a couple of her buddies when she goes into the shops, not looking at people in the eye as much, and just hoping it'll fucking die down. But it's not gonna, Renee, because I've fucking got a USB stick here with all the footage, basically, of you stealing my shirt. I'm just going to go down to a cop shop and fucking go, someone fucking stole my shirts. Here's the footage. Fucking, that's it, man. So I thought long about this. I thought, fucking, I don't like going to the cops. I don't really need to go to the cops. Fucking, and, I'm like most Australians where I say this about cops. You don't go to the cops when shit happens. Do you know why? And listen to this, cops. It's not because we fucking hate you. It's not because we're against you. It's because when we need you, you're fucking useless. Like, you have a robbery. Everyone knows, someone broke into my house. And you call the cops and they just fucking go, oh, yeah, you stole it. And you're going to chase it up? Oh, no. It's like, man, I think it's that guy across the road. Go and check the house. Oh, no. And then the cops go, well, yeah, we did, it's probably him, but we haven't got enough evidence. And then it's like, oh, yeah, we found the goods at his place, but I don't think we'll press charges because, they'll probably just fucking get let off by the court. The cops are fucking useless, right? And so the cops in this situation, if I'd gone to the cops and gone, a couple of T-shirts are taken, can you check the CCTV? They'd just go, fuck off, we've got better shit to do. But when Renee rings up, there are all these regulatory bodies, fucking all these cops fly into town, right? Now, here's the thing. When I say the cops are useless, I'll back it up by saying this. The cops actually saw the footage, right? This is what Mark's told me, right? He said the cops have seen the footage. I said, what'd they think? And they're going, it's not conclusive. It's like, not conclusive. You fucking seen it take this shirt, right? I know it was a bit fucking not definitive, but there was no shirt on that seat after she took it. That's where my shirts were. It's fucking, if you can't convict someone for this, the question has to be raised. Why the fuck do we have cops? Why the fuck do we have courts? Why the fuck do we have regulatory bodies? Because it seems to me the criminals and the dregs of society are using all of the cops, the courts, and the regulatory bodies more than the fucking good people. The good people are just being slowly more and more criminalised by these people who are criminals just turning into victims and then using all these cops, courts, and regulatory bodies to fucking hassle us. So I'm fucking going to go down to the cops, Renee, and just put this in and just see what happens. And now I'm putting this video up, so you've got another chance to just put this all to bed. If you're going to cry victim, the easiest way to get out of this is just admit that you did it. Say sorry and fucking hand the shirts back. Go to Sam, fuck, you've got the shirts. So it's over to you. I don't think even your closest friend can fucking support you on this one and go, well, it's terrible fucking what's happening, because you're bringing it on yourself. So, yeah, I'm just standing up for what I think are Australian values, which is just, you don't fucking steal, and when you do steal, you just go, I've had a fucking shocker, and you admit it. And then fucking, you don't fucking go and snitch on all these fucking bodies, which, it's so expensive to fucking do all this. And I'm coming at this from a different angle to what I normally go at. Like, normally I'm going to court because the cops have dragged me to court. Now, I've been dragged to court twice because Gary was eating grass, unlawful destruction of vegetation. This was totally instituted by the cops. There was no one from the public going to fucking get upset with a goat eating grass. And the other one was for the urine drinking, in front of a doctor and a public and giving a urine therapy demonstration. None of that wasn't instigated by anyone in the public. So when there's someone within the cops going after you, fuck, man, they've got unlimited resources to make your fucking life fucking, not a nightmare, but very difficult, or a nightmare if they convict you. Now, they haven't convicted me, but they've just fucking wasted my time on 2 fucking long-standing court cases because they can, right? And then you got the criminals basically using the cops and the courts to fucking go after good people as well. And the dregs of society. And when I say dregs, I'm not talking a socio-economic thing. Like at the top, when people got money, someone's attacking them, they go, "Oh no, I'll get my lawyers and just fucking threaten to fucking bankrupt you if you got any." I'm lucky. I've got no fucking house. I've got no assets. Nothing. I'm a mate mad a few grand. I've got a fucking shit truck, so no one can bankrupt me. But this is what the big people do. They'll intimidate you through these regulatory bodies, the cops and courts, and go, "I'll break you." So they go, "Okay, I won't do anything." And the people the dregs at the bottom of society don't have money, just basically go and play victim and then go and use all these regulatory bodies. So, and then the people in the middle who are just fucking law-abiding citizens, which I am, man. I was always, never, well into my 40s, never had any trouble with cops because I don't do anything. I don't even smoke drugs, man. It's, say hi to cops and fucking, what do you want? And fuck, okay, sorry, I was speeding. Sorry, I was speeding. You got me. So, the big question is who's paying for all this? Like, is our taxpayers? Like, well, who pays the gap after taxpayers' money doesn't cover enough money for the roads, the hospitals, the schools, the fucking police force, the courts, the welfare and the warfare? Who pays for that extra beyond taxpayers' money? The whole taxpayer argument is just there to make people think that taxpayers pay for shit. Who pays for the extra shit? That stuff that's national debt. Yeah, who pays for that? Who comes up with this money? Where do they get it from? Fuck, do they go to fucking Mars and go, "I need some Australian dollars to pay for all this shit"? That's a central thing. You're coming at people who are funding all of this, the courts, the media, educational institutions, the governments. They're funding governments. Which government's in surplus, like net surplus? Fucking none of them, man. None of the big ones. The richer the country, the more in debt they are. So who's funding all this debt beyond fucking taxes? It's a system of fucking oppression, man, and it's getting to breaking point where someone like me, fuck, man, if the cops don't fucking give this to Renee over this, I'm gonna be doing it anyway, man, because fuck it, it's time. We're gonna be running Gary for Prime Minister, and I'm just going to show you guys that fucking we've been around and these are the issues we're dealing with. It's fucking, we've got to stand up for what Australians, being an Australian is. You can't complain about foreigners coming in if you're not standing up for your own culture. And our culture now seems to be just bend over and take it up the arse and don't complain, just go along with it. Fucking don't ruffle any feathers because they'll jam it up you fucking further. I mean, if that's the Australian culture, man, I don't want any part of it. Australian culture is fucking doing the righty, doing the fucking right thing. So you got the rule of law and common sense, and they're just basically getting completely different. They're different things. So people go, "Oh, well," like Mark going, I know we did nothing wrong showing that, and I know that, you putting on the internet's nothing wrong, but it's illegal, right? It's it's like what's right and what's legal. Or I don't care what's legal. It ends up all this legal stuff was bluff anyway. So we did the righty, Mark and I, and we're getting to the stage now we're doing the right thing is illegal. Common sense, or what's the common sense thing to do is becoming illegal. Everyone knows it. And it's like, just do what the law says, man. It's got nothing to do with right or wrong. So I'm fucking bringing this to the cops because what Renee did was wrong, man. Stealing, man. That was the fucking least of her crimes. The biggest fucking crime was fucking lying. And the next one was fucking calling on these regulatory bodies. Now, I've heard some people in town in Iluka, I've overheard people going, "Oh, well, fucking Jimbo stirred up a lot of trouble in this town. How about we go to his Billy Nudgel gig and fucking bash him?" Yeah, not like let's go to his Billy Nudgel gig and fucking explain that you got the wrong girl. No, it's just, Renee, I know you're not fucking telling these guys to do it, and these guys didn't come. They probably got fucking too stoned. Oh, but a lot's been thrown at me. You've fucking stolen it. You've denied it. You've fucking tried to get as many of your friends to fucking support you as you can, to the point where people are going, "Fucking, let's go and bash Jimbo," and you fucking sent every cop you can onto me, including regulatory bodies which go right up to the Australian Terrorist Board, and nothing's fucking happening. I'm still sitting here without me fucking shirts, and you're fucking still a lying thief. Now, if you fucking want to make this worse, don't apologise and don't admit it, and fucking we'll go to court. And it'll be a fucking laugh, man, just seeing how far you can fucking deny this situation. Now, this is something for our children. We've both got children. Like, when you do something wrong, you just fucking admit it, man. And, you know, children being brought up now just fucking don't admit anything, man. So don't, even if making mistakes is part of life, that's how you learn. So, fucking, are you going to learn the easy way or the hard way? The easy way is just to admit that you took the shirts, say sorry, and give them back to me. The hard way is fucking, you know, me going into court. I'm going to give you a few days to fucking think about it. And if you don't, we'll fucking escalate things even further. And when things escalate even further, I mean, Renee, she's a thief, fucking gets a fine or whatever, has to finally admit to the town that she's a thief, right? Fucking whatever. But when things escalate even further, to me, it's an investigation into the police and legal system. It's like, how can you police when you've got a grudge against someone? Like, this is what bad cops do. I'll define what a bad cop is to me, right? A bad cop is someone who uses their badge to go around and hassle people they don't like. You know, you cruise around, oh, I don't like that car, fuck it, I haven't got a car like that, fuck, I'll go and defect him, whatever. Or like, fucking me ex or whatever, or small towns, and fucking someone did this, don't like them, I'll just fucking hassle them through all these laws. And they can just charge anyone with anything and then lie on the brief of evidence and not even turn up in court because they've got more important things to do. They're not held accountable. It's like, taking on the cops is like playing poker with someone who's got an unlimited amount of chips. I mean, you can beat them at hands, but at the end of the day, they just fucking keep coming at you. And the reality is, and this is the courts, the regulatory bodies, everything, they've got bad people in them, and then they've also got bad people using them against good people, as I've explained. Now, I want to clarify this because this is important. I go on about cops a bit, but I just want to say most of them are good people, right? When I say good people, I've run into so many cops on the road who fucking pull me over right now. When I get pulled over, especially after I leave Iluka and I can see fucking cops just going into the cop station and fucking, you know, the terrorism board's after me and, you know, Mark upset. It's like, fuck, I'll just let the dust settle, right? You know, about an hour or so down the road, I'm going through Ballina and some town up near there. Don't want to bust anyone. And some cops put the siren on me. And I, you know, when I'm in this situation, always I'm going, fuck, am I going to be busted for something completely ridiculous and bogus? Or have I got some cop fans? I've got a lot of cop fans, and fucking cheers to all of you who fucking are great. They just fucking stop me and take a photo and go, fuck, we've seen all your videos. And these guys were the latter. They were fucking some good young cops who just had a fucking laugh with me and just sat down and, you know, here's the footage. I recorded it. I didn't pull it up, but I just managed to record it. Here's the verbal interaction I had when they pulled me over. How are you, mate? Mate, I'm glad the cops know this is the biggest issue happening in Australia.
Yeah, of course.
Yeah.
What's going on?
Well, I don't know, I'll put the videos up, but I mean, you've seen both of them? Yeah. It's just like, at what point do they actually get through their head that, like, mate, it's on camera and you're caught red-handed? It's not calling the terrorism hotline, hey? I mean, I'm a comedian, I can't write. Do you know what we're talking about?
Oh, the Great Robbery.
Oh, alright. Well, yeah. So does everyone know about it, or like down at the shop, do they? Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it should be a case study for new cops, hey? Like.
Am I able to get a photo of you guys?
Yeah.
Because you're a bit of a hero there.
Yeah, I'll just pull over a bit, because, yeah. Right, so you can see that they were fucking good cops. They just wanted a photo with Gary and got out and had a photo. And I'm having a chat with them and a bit of, a laugh. They were laughing about how ridiculous this T-shirt thing is. And, it's gone around the fucking cops around here, this area. So, and at the end I said, look, I'm doing all these videos where I'm getting in trouble with cops, but I meet so many good cops like you, right? Just good people, right? Can I get a video with you guys just to show people I have a lot of great interaction with cops, fucking Gary getting in the paddy wagon or Gary just next to the fucking police car, whatever. And they basically said, which I think is quite sad, not from them, but they said that they're not allowed to, because if they have a video with me goes on social media, they've got to run it past this regulatory body within the cops, the media liaison people, which takes weeks or whatever. And they're saying because you're controversial, they'll probably knock it back, even though it's a good video. So it's like, the reality is good cops within the system have got their hands tied behind their back so much. You guys are under such regulation yourself, more than actual citizens. You guys are citizens as well, but not more than non-cops. Because, from everything from drug testing to this and that, one step wrong, you're hammered. And it's a pity, because good cops like you, who aren't using your badge to go around and harass people that you got issues with for personal fucking gratification, and that you're not going to just do things even though you know it's right. Like having a good funny video with Gary would have been good. I just show people that, because I don't like people getting on board with me going, fuck the cops, right? Fucking that's just as bad as the fucking bad coppers. Let's just take everyone as they come, no matter who they are. But these good cops, they're the ones being used by these regulatory bodies. The good cops turn into a cog in the cops of regulatory bodies, and cops are being used by people. Like, for instance, if anyone's been following my tour, I'm doing this to make money, these gigs. I love doing the gigs, but it fucking wears me out and I can't do as many videos. I'd rather just be doing videos. So I'm doing these gigs. I like doing my gigs when I'm on, but you got to deal with a lot of fuckwits, as you can see from Renee, before and after the gig. So and the fuckwits are these, I'm going to say it, the licensing cops, right? They've been used by someone in Broken Hill years ago, had an issue with me because they couldn't bus me, right? And I took the piss out of them when the local newspaper did a story, right? Lead story in Broken Hill. They've rung up their mate. They've looked at my schedule and rung up their mate in Richmond Valley area, which is where I was doing a gig in Evans Head. And they've told through the council connections, stop this guy, right, doing your show, right? They're just fucking me. 3 years later, I'm doing this tour. Richmond Valley is where all the licensing cops basically shut down my gig. Nimbin Casino and Ballina. Like, they shut down my gig in Nimbin. It's funny, man. Like, fuck, there's bigger issues. So they're basically saying he's swearing and does all this. They can't get me, because if anyone gets naked at my show, they can't get me. So they're trying to threaten the pub. Naked, someone burns their pube, just does something fucking silly and funny. So they're trying to shut down these pubs. So then this regulatory body, the licensing cops of the Richmond Valley, then ring up all the other licensing cops and say, can you try and shut this guy down? So they're threatening all these pubs. And they're saying, well, if you, and half the pubs have stood up to them, thank you, and let me do my gig. But what's interesting for me is none of these licensing cops turn up to the gig that I do. So they're just passing on. They're just repeaters. They've been told to hassle these pubs and try and threaten them with a strike. You get 3 strikes and you're out. If you do something wrong with a pub, you lose your licence. But they don't follow it up. So it's not them personally upset. They're just repeating orders. So that's a great example how the cops are being used as a regulatory body by someone who's got a grudge against me in Broken Hill Council. Now, I haven't got the fucking money at the moment to go through Freedom of Information Acts and Ombudsman and all this shit, right? I'm dealing with a few other fights, a few other fuckwits. But this is a thing I want to look at if this goes to court, is the cops are being used, man. And if you cops, good cops, do not stand up to this thing, where you're being used, just stand up to your bosses or whatever within the system, doesn't matter whether, and go, is this right? I know it's legal or illegal, but what's right or wrong? And if your compass on what's right or wrong goes out, that our Australian culture goes out the window, man. It's not even worth fighting for because it's embarrassing for us what we're leaving behind. So this is just fucking standing up for fucking Australia. Aaron and I fucked a goat shirt, and I'm not only... I'm doing this for personal reasons, not for fucking, to big note myself. I can big note myself just doing fucking Gary videos. If I do a Gary funny video, Gary dead in Byron Bay pretending to fucking, he's just sleeping, I get way more hits than this will, right? This is just me grinding this out, so I'm fighting for the right to fucking do these videos, and I'll do whatever it takes, man. I'll work, do gigs, try and sell shirts. I fucked a goat and I am the goat. Trying to get them up online. But at the end of the day, I want to clear out some space, get rid of all these fucking people trying to stop me doing my work so I can do some work. And that's the decimation of Western culture at the moment. The people trying to work are getting hammered, regulated, taxed, fined, criminalised. And it's sad, man. Unless we stand up to this, it's all going to go, man, into just warfare and welfare states, all funded by these bankers who can just fucking bankroll this oppression using cops. So I know this is getting into a few bigger issues than the I fucked a goat shirt, but the I fucked a goat shirt and Gary and me and the cops and Renee and new viewers are all involved in this because I've uploaded it on social media. It's not being vetted by mainstream media, and that's why they fucking hate whistleblowers on social media, man. It's like, oh no, if you're going to whistleblow, come through us. Oh yeah, if you've got a problem, come through the cops. You've got to report it to the cops first. Nah, I haven't fucking done that, man. I've solved the crime myself, and I've gone down to Renee, and I've said, fucking, I'm not going to the cops. Fucking hand it over. And then she's going, nah. And I'm going, well, I'm going to the fucking cops. And then the next morning she's going, well, cops are my friends. So she's gone to them. She's even emailed me, said, I'm going to the cops. I said, oh yeah, fucking what time? I'll meet you there. It's escalated. And yeah, Renee, I didn't start this fight, but I'm going to fucking do my best to finish it. I'll get how cool was that, Gary? We've got fans. Thanks, guys. Fucking unreal coppers, hey, Gary? We met heaps of them. They just fucking stopped and fucking wanted a photo and, yeah. Fucking... Cheers, guys. See you later. And that's the thing. There's so many fucking good cops out there. So I just want to put that in because, I fucking do run into a few that fucking want to go me for no reason. So, it's all you good coppers out there, all you good cunts, and all the good cunts in Iluka as well. Not all of you are fucking thieving cunts. Like, fucking, you know their names. You know who you are. How you going?